Oh yeah, I still have a... That's funny. Shockwave. Yep, I knew it. Here we go. We're gonna regret everything. Alright guys, welcome back. Today we got 8 Mask Orgimmar, Fury Warrior, 658 item level. This week we now have access to Gift of the Titans, which is a 60% movement speed and haste buff, which you get from killing enemies on like a 2 or 3 minute cooldown. It also makes you immune to sanity drain or sanity damage, which is one heck of a perk. You can line it up with a couple boss abilities, but you know, it doesn't like make you stun immune or anything. So for the most part, you're just going to save yourself from maybe getting drained down by Rexxar dogs or like the Voidcrave's Hulk toss. Everything else will still stun you and still do damage, so you don't really want to deal with that in any way. We got a couple different things we're going to spec into across the run. We're going to pick up Racking Throw for the dragon. We're going to pick up Bitter Immunity for Rexxar's area. And we're over here. Oop, we got a dodge. Shockwave. Just so we can avoid the... Not avoid, just so we can pick up our 10% damage buff first. And then we'll actually go to the drag first. I know a lot of people do that, and considering I just died in the Valley of Honor, we're going to do that. I still don't like Valley of Wisdom, but, you know, having discovered the ability to not get thrown around by the Voidcrave's Hulk, which I'll demonstrate later in the run, I guess it is less of a pain. Not that the mobs also don't stink, but, you know, we'll just go with the flow this time and also fight these guys too. Shockwave. Pretty good Twilight Death. We'll talk about like the pulls in the drag. Can be kind of nasty. Probably should have waited. And I'll show you how I avoid pretty much every pull in Rexxar's area. You just don't really have to fight too much there. Bro. Alright, we're spamming our impending victory as we kill stuff. Gonna get yanked. There we go. Hey Buster. We got a dog visiting. How you doing? Your ball is right there, bud. Get it. Alright, we gotta open up the door. Murphy will join us for some part of the run. Alright, where were we? Yeah, we're going to pick up Racking Throw for the boss in here. As for this guy, we're just going to dodge orbs in like 90 degrees at a time. Try not to put too much burn bridge on the ground as we do it. Next orb, we move. Try not to move until he's already casting, because it'll just put the orb on you, and if you like walk through them, the orb will just spawn on you and then just keep going the way you're going, which you don't want to do. Moving again. Alright, the second easiest pack in here, especially when you pull with a bunch of other crap. Alright, it's fine. Well, these are like the 2 easiest packs. We are going to enrage regen though. We got our Gift of the Titans proc for a little bit more haste, and we're just going to spam that impending victory as we kill stuff. Very friendly Twilight Death. Okay, for this next pack, we're going to get our crit buff here first. But this next pack, you can actually split pull so you don't get all the globules, and you can cause the Dominator to run forward a little bit, buying you more room. And then they'll reflect his Void Bolt back at him, which will do a large amount of damage to him. And this works for kind of most casters in the game. if you taunt them when they're not in combat and neither are their buddies, they'll run forward like 5 or 6 feet. It just happens, and it just goes like this. He goes forward, and then he stops. I'm gonna put up our spell reflect, and he nuked himself. And we also didn't have to pull all the globules, which, you know, they're not the most dangerous thing in the world, but when you mix it with a Ravager and a couple big guys and a Dominator, things can get kind of out of hand. Also, just pull these guys back as well. You don't want to get like a whole bunch of tentacles. We got to get Corona. Alright. Wise Gamora, right? But this next group, 2 appendages, I guess 1 Mind Carver. Go ahead and focus that thing. Shockwave. No, we gotta open this area first. He's very particular about the order you do this. Next pull is also not great. You got 2 Dominators, 3 Mind Carvers. Don't really need to wait for Dragon Roar, but we're definitely going to Stomp. And Odin's Fury, and we're going to use a defensive on the way in. Odin's Fury, we Shockwave. 1 more Stomp. Gammon will save us. Right, taste his axe. Yeah, we got it. He will definitely fall again. Gammon is so much better than Hogger. I'm sure we're all happy for a break from Hogger. He was definitely cleaving people in half. Gammon's also rough, but it's mostly just don't get stunned when you're also doing other stuff. Alright, I feel like I'm going to wait for... Well, 1, we're going to appropriately spec into Racking Throw. And this will nuke one of the shields. But I also want Leap to come back up so I can quickly get behind the Stump. Because we're going to use the Stump for the Void Torrents without having a good movement speed or a reliable movement speed ability. I don't really want to have to run circles around him for the Void Torrent. It's already problem enough to do that. And then he'll kind of run towards us, and we'll just use the rest of the tree. But you can't run into the stuff that is sitting there in the midair, because that is very bad. Watch this Racking Throw, just like Bell Hold Shield. Fine, fine, fine. Told you it's fine. But we gotta go in front of this brazier, whatever. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to... We're just gonna Spell Reflect the damage here, but we're just gonna have to take the 90 sanity hit, which is totally fine. Don't jump yet. Okay. Easy. That's like the best I've done. Best I've done on that fight on Warrior in a good bit. Probably ever for 8 Mask. Now we want better immunity, and this is... We can use that on Misha, but we're mostly using it in case we accidentally pull any of the poison packs. And my god, do we not want to pull any of the poison packs. Probably could have saved it, but it's fine. 3-minute cooldown's rough, but I tell you, having a Dispel on Warrior is worth a 3-minute cooldown. Especially since you can just change specs. If we had to lock ourselves into the talents, I might not pick it. Also, you don't want to get lead-footed, so just make sure you're stopping for like half a second at a time. Alright, what do we got here? gonna pull these guys. These guys don't poison, they just kind of blow up. So we're gonna shockwave them, we're gonna stomp them, Odin's Fury, and then kind of run away. Also, the headbutt helps there. Easy peasy. All right, now we gotta split jump here, just straight towards where that like chest would be. Here we go. And if you have Sora Dormy, then you will be sorry, because she will just run over the bridge and like the road and normal pathing area. So, you know, that's big sad. We have 7, so Big Keech, Boss, and 4 pigs is 6. That means Rexxar will be 7. Just don't want to spawn Hogger in a Rexxar. Okay, I'm gonna bring this guy over here. Gotta retread our... Honestly, you gotta make sure we don't pull this sucker too. That would be very bad. Let's go. That's fine. Gotta arrange that. Yep, and that's how you can post up here, and we can get rid of all of the, not get rid of, but bait all of the volleys onto one spot. It doesn't work like with every post all the time, but it works often enough. Should work again here. Yep. It just buys a little bit of room. Okay, alright. Now I wonder, do we have an invis pot? Oh, we totally do. So I wonder... This might be like scammier than it needs to be. Yeah, I see. No. Gotta spell use right. So I wonder if this works. We can certainly double tap it. Oh, that's binding shot. I don't want that. Here we go. Okay. Now this might jump Invis Potion. Now Invis Potion is not going to work on the Bone Crushers, but it will work on this sucker. This sucker sees me every time. Not every time, but he sees me often enough, and we'll just see how this goes. Whew. Okay. Looks like landing, you know, worth it. I'm just not like I'm using potions anyway. Okay, so yeah, the wipe I told you earlier is I was trying to avoid all that other stuff by going back down here. The roof is a no-go zone, FYI. So you don't want to go there. Don't go there. Bad. All right, so and we have to wait between the first 2 pigs for interrupt to come back up. Maybe not even look at Rexxar for fear of that Twilight dev. And nice if we don't even have to. But see, this is where people will get in trouble. They'll just like, oh, time to burn. Like, no. You still just do one pig at a time. 55 is the next set of pigs. We can rage regen here for a little DR. Shockwave. Blade storm them down. Stomp. Okay, alright. Now, as long as we don't get stampeded. That one's name is Bash. Oh god, please get off me. I'm potioning and fear immuning. Okay, right. Fancy, told you, Hogger. Counting up to 6 is definitely one of my strengths. And honestly, just walking out backwards. Alright, it's fine. You just go down here, right? Yep. I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, how are you gonna like not pull all this other stuff on the way back up? I'm gonna wait for my jump. I'm not even kidding. long as I don't get feared in the water into like some bullshit. That's my one swear word. Yeah, might have to pull a group of swarmers. And we'll just take the catapult back. You're like, what catapult? I'll show you what catapult. Also, you can't even mess around. You used to be able to run around in the no-go zones via immune this. I'm not moving. But like now it slows you and kills you after like 5 seconds. It used to just like not do that. Okay, we're going. We did it. See you, suckers. All right. Okay, thank God we're recording, right? Now, why is there a catapult and a wind totem? Like, what's the difference? Just flavor? All right, we have our cheat. We have all 3 orbs. Pretty sure the totem puts you right there too. I'll go ahead and take care of you real quick. Shockwave. So weird not having not going straight to Thrall after Rexxar. I literally I can't remember the last time I did Rexxar first and like completed the run. I mean, you know, it's not like I end up wiping on these 2 zones. I just hate losing sanity in Valley of Wisdom. Honestly, a little bit of a... I'm not going to say anything yet, but this is definitely not Rexxar zone, if you get my drift. And ending with Valley of Spirits, that's like, I don't know, it's like a vacation. I guess I got the puppy luck. Wait for me! I was waiting for them to call that hit. That's fine. Okay, alright, so we take you out. And since we're not... So if you're really wanting to get your Gift of the Titans proc on the boss, if you get it from like that mob, you can just sneak in real quick and like not pull these guys. But if you don't get it on that pack, you can even just pull these guys outward. I don't know, we're gonna get blown up here. Moving. That said, since we're gonna show the no toss method, we'll just kind of... It's a little bit safer not to pull that middle pack because NPC can run in there and aggro a bunch of stuff, and then if you even look at the boss, he can kind of be like, oh, you want me to pull boss? And you're like, no, I don't. And he's like, Roger, Dodger. We're gonna shockwave. No, we're not gonna... Oh, yeah, we gotta respec. Yep, right. Please don't proc gift. God. What am I doing? Taking better immunity, getting my CDR back. Shockwave. There's our Gammon. Gonna enrage regen here just so we don't want to die to damage. It's a weird situation. Yeah, Gammon will save us. Even just stopping like a half a second at a time to drop lead foot. You just gotta... Okay, no, Is there like a rat I could kill, and would that count for gift? Probably wouldn't. Alright, doesn't matter. See, what you want to do is, so that your buddy doesn't get aggro, you just want to Hop in, get a stomp, and then go directly to the wall. Because you do have like 3 seconds or so before. But if you're touching this wall, he's not going to throw you. Watch him throw me. And then every time he does that, you just run around the corner. Let him howl, and then run. We got our fear circle, so we're going to immune, and we're running anyway. And then you just back up and make sure you're not in your burn bridge. And that's the no toss strat for the Void Craze Hulk. Easy peasy. Oh yeah, I still have a... that's funny. Shockwave. Yep, I knew it. Here we go. We're gonna regret everything. Yep, there's our cheat. At least we had that. Man. Okay, well, cheat death. Thank God. I'm gonna auger mid spawn here. I do say that Haunting Shadows could be a little easier to see. Feels like it's just like, ah, good luck seeing that. Alright. And all you do is just don't lead foot yourself on this boss. Wait for him to cast, and then we move. Then plant your feet again. Moving. Plant your feet. Fear circled. Didn't even see that. Right. So we might even get a gift proc from one of the ads on this fight. Fear circle, I saw it this time. Ring of Chaos, make sure you're staying well inside his hitbox for that. Out of Defile Ground, there's our gift proc. We're just gonna smash stuff. There's our fear circle. Got the standing little burn bridge there from our gift. Okay, we got out of there without... Had to sacrifice our cheat death. But, you know, that's why it's there. Woof. Shockwave. Alright, now Tormentors. First of all, Berserkers get health back, so you gotta be careful there. But Tormentors and Void Allies. Void Allies do Void Buffet or Shadow Buffet, one of the two. Make sure you kick this. This will increase shadow damage by 100%. It's a very bad debuff. You don't want it at all. Especially when you pull them with anything else. So we got Will Breakers, Berserkers. Man, I thought I like cheated again for something. We're going to Shockwave. Stomp. Gammon will save us. Jump. We stun. Yeah. Nothing like the empowered bloodthirst cleaves. Okay, we got 4 tormentors here. We do have Stormbolt. We're gonna run in and just kind of blow CDs. I do dislike how... There we go. Hot Foot will just destroy your jump or even your charge. I mean, it makes it look like a pretty weak charge. Jumping. Take out the Void Alley first so we don't get debuffed here. Take that. Shockwave. Nope. Shockwave. Oh, that's a bad shockwave. Definitely want to shockwave at least 3 things so you can have it back up. Alright, and for these guys over here, there's 2 Tormentors opposite. We're gonna pull these. Get our Gammon first. Gammon will save us. Yep, Gammon will stun us. We jump. He will not fall. He totally fell. Alright, we go in and we absolutely blow up these Tormentors. They are no good. We also have Shockwave coming up. And we shock. I look that they funnel themselves all into one line. I like that. We're gonna spell reflect just for some additional damage reduction there. Don't think you can reflect any mental assault or anything like that, but you know, good to take. I think it's like 20% less damage. Yeah, for 5 seconds. I'm assuming that goes away if you actually reflect the spell. All right, so for this guy, I'm gonna let our hot foot go. Once we pull him, we're going to post up next to this little sign here so that our first helplessness, like, basically gets force spawned under our feet. Because it's got, like, nowhere else to go, especially if you're, like, right on top of something. It's not that it was going to go behind me, it's just not going to go anywhere because it's like, oh, I'm, like, in the pole, kind of, so. Not our best, but I got a little scared of the waves here. We stomp. We move. Alright. Definitely the worst boss to like die on after you lead a Rexxar's on. We've got 3 orbs, no cheat. We got piggies. No piggies. Oh, yeah, maybe I want to grab this just in case for the explosion at like 55%. We got the hiccups. All right, here we go. Here we go. Move out of that defile. I'm not in you, bro. I'm not in you. Oh yeah. That was like the worst. That was the worst opening to this boss fight I've ever had. We're just gonna orb now. Oh my god, I'm so bad. So, don't charge the piggies because they will get you separated and that's very bad. You don't want that. Just want to have them together so that your Stormbolt appropriately cleaves. Assuming you're playing that talent. We got our frontal coming up. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's gonna go off. Nothing we can do. Dude, I'm dropping a second orb. That's fine. We knew we were gonna eat that 90 sanity. Alright, the fight's a bit of a cakewalk after that. You know what? I'm not gonna say it. The fight is actually so hard after that. It's so unbelievably hard. It's like the hardest. It's way harder than Rexxar. Hopelessness, and we're just gonna deal with this. I don't want to like burn bridge myself. Trying to pick up my, trying to scam my soul. Frontal me, bro. Got our empowered bloodthirst. Come on. Alright, worst thrall of my life. Well, not yet, I guess. Not unless he kills me. Jesus. Yeah, that was rough. Like, Stormwind's rougher, but there's some parts there that's actually super bad. I don't know why my achievements don't pop up in front of me. Probably because I have my bars up too high or something. Anyway, I paid my dues on Warrior this week. Still fun, but man, there's some rough stuff going on. We got a neck, we got a bad neck. We got some gilded. So hopefully, the strats in the drag and Valley of Honor can kind of help you get through this week on Fury Warrior, maybe even Arms. A lot of those talents are the same across both specs, but yeah, good luck out there. I want to thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Sub to the channel if you're not yet subbed. Not sure what we're doing next. We got Hunter and Shaman absolutely happening this week. I'll probably do one of those two next, unless I get bored or frustrated, in which case we'll do another melee spec. But yeah, guys, I appreciate it. Like the video if you liked it, share with your friends. Sub to the channel, please. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day or evening. Peace.